beautiful souls. Welcome back to this channel, everyone, where we discuss everything awesome. Vibe high with Gigi. Today I want to talk about something that I'm finding it close to my heart is perfectionism and imposter syndrome, and how some of us sometimes, all the time, feel like we need to perform at our utmost, like perfection. As you can see, for example, I have two lights in front of me, and I have a backlight behind me, and you still have this shadow. You see, it's not perfect, but it is what it is. When it isn't. What it is what it is right now. I just finished recording my first ever interview on my podcast. Check it out on the playlist if I have uploaded. If I haven't uploaded it yet, it will be coming soon. Was it perfect? No. Did it teach me things in order to make things better? Did it teach me presence? Did it teach me things that I did not know before I did it? Yes, and it's helped me and it feels good. And obviously I was like nervous during the process, and I was kind of in my head wondering, like, should I add some sort of personal stories within my life? I was just questioning myself whilst I was doing it, whilst I was listening to the podcast Alex Lambert from the LightLeaders podcast. You should check it out. I'll put the link below. My point is, I find myself spending a lot of time on nervous energy, nervous about what comes next. And I think it's because I care. And caring is sharing, but caring is a good sign that you care about, like, just the outcome of your productivity and what you're doing. So that's a good thing. But I feel like I do spend a lot of time in that nervous energy bubble where I could spend it in more productive realms, or even if doing stretches or breath work or doing things that might help me with the nervous energy. But I feel like there's a lot of time that I need just to myself to formulate what's gonna happen next. And maybe not everyone is like that, but I think maybe it's a form of perfectionism because I care, but nothing I will ever do will be perfect, and nothing that anybody will ever do will be perfect. But the more that we do, the more that we're able to learn and grow from that. And then if it's something like podcasting or something like making videos, the more you do it, the more comfortable you are doing it. And so now I'm practicing unscripted videos, and just for this one at least, and just having port form points. And I think that will help me having more of a free flow rendition of what I'm saying, really. So yeah, back to perfectionism and the imposter syndrome, and like getting out of our own way. It sometimes, like, imposter syndrome, it means that you doubt your abilities when in fact you have all the capacities to do what you want and what you want to do. So coming back to that, sorry, there's a light in here that's in my eye, but yeah, coming back to the fact that you have all the capabilities to do what you want to do, but you're thinking, oh, I'm not good enough. But if other people are doing that, why not you? Like, why not you? Why not me? Why everybody else, but why not me or you? And imposter syndrome doesn't mean that you're a fraud. It means that you care, which is what I mentioned before. It means that you care about what you're doing. And that's a beautiful thing, because if you didn't care what you were doing, then you wouldn't really care, and it's something that maybe that you don't like to do. So maybe it's a good thing to feel like you want to be doing something perfect and having like that nervous energy to fuel your productivity in the endeavor that you want to be doing, whether it be horseback riding, raising kids, getting married, starting a podcast, starting a new job, and maybe like switching that trying to switch that imposter syndrome into just doing your best mentality. We're all here doing our best. We're doing our best. Not perfect. Nothing's perfect. You're not perfect. I'm not perfect. No one's perfect. So just kind of like switching it all from imposter syndrome to just doing your best mentality. You're here. You're breathing. You're alive. You're going towards certain goals that you have, and you're doing it at the best of your capacities. And maybe other people are doing it better than you. Maybe other people have 8,000 followers. Maybe other people have 4 million followers. That's fine. But we're all in this process, in this like we're churning it out. We're churning progress out, and we all kind of like have to respect where we are at and just love the process and just think to ourselves that we're doing the best with what we have. And yeah, and giving like all that you have in the moment is more important than being perfect. So even doing like a little baby steps is perfect. You know, if you spent the whole day in bed one day and then the next day you got up and made some eggs or some vegan meal, like you just did what you did. I mean, but my point is like, I think we just need to compare ourselves with ourselves and other people, and wherever we're at, we just go forward from there and try to do better than we did the day before, kind of thing. So yeah, just giving the best of what you can in the present moment without judgment. I think judgment is a huge thing that we preoccupy our minds with. If we might have been or felt judged many times in the past or growing up. And I remember going on a really intense boat ride recently, maybe a few weeks ago, and it was just a half hour, but the waves were really intense, and I had like this dog on me and this guy like with his backpack on me, over me, and I just like, my nervous system is a little short, so it's very sensitive. And then there was like there's a kid like sleeping next to me, and I was just in my head about like the boat sinking. So I had all these negative thoughts in my head going on, and that increased the anxiety, having to deal with like the boat pounding on the waves. And then halfway through I was just like freaking out, and I was told myself like, Gigi, Galit, you need to just, something needs to switch. And what I did, and it helped so much, is that I started like some positive affirmations about like how I'm courageous, how I'm amazing, how I'm brave, all these positive like affirmations that I could come up in the moment, and it like instantaneously like switched my mood up, and it definitely calmed my nervous system. And it's all like, I heard once that we are facing the world in relation to our nervous systems. So wherever our nervous systems are at, that is how we are facing this reality. So yeah, trying to keep our nervous systems as calm as possible, and trying to do whatever we can, and all the tools that are mentioned on this channel. Also, like another thing is shifting focus from the outcome of wanting everything to be perfect, to the process. So shifting focus from the outcome to the process, and just like, you know, life is like a step-by-step motion. We're here in reality. Like if you see a mountain, and maybe, for example, I had a friend once who was 4 feet tall, and this was a while ago in Nelson, BC. Super sweet girl, lady, and we went hiking. We went to the hot springs down in a gully. It was springtime, and on the way up, we saw the steps, and the steps were big. They were like at least like 2 feet tall each, and there were many of them. And she goes, like, she looks at them. She was like 4.5 feet tall, and she looked up at them, and she's like, what? She was just freaking out. And I just came up with like a channel of wisdom, and I'm like, the reality is not the entire staircase or the rocks that form the staircase. The reality is, it's like life is like step by step. The reality is like the present moment, and if the present moment is escalating, or it's one step and then it's another step. So the reality is like life is step by step, or we're focusing on the process, what we need to do, and not perhaps on the outcome of or the outcome having to be perfect. So I urge you guys to focus on the process rather than the outcome. Yeah, focusing the learning process of of the task at hand and consistency and growth instead of like chasing flawless results. So I'm gonna leave you on that one, you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. If anything that I said today resonated with you, I urge you to just hit the like button and the notification bell to get notified for any upcoming videos, and comment below. Tell me where you're viewing, coming, or listening, or viewing from. Anyways, I thank you again for tuning in. I wish you guys a great rest of your day or night or morning from wherever you are. Sending you lots of love. Thank you. Peace out.